Yo! Okay, so I just rolled out of bed. I have this thought. How did you get sober? How did you get clean? I'm not going to get really deep into it, but the only thing that really stands out to me right now is because I wanted it. It's really simple. You have to be 100% like, yes, I'm doing this, and I've had enough of my fucking bullshit, for lack of better terms, and that's just me being me. Um, I've had enough of my shit. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to start loving myself instead of, whatever, man, I'm fucking hardcore. Like, I want to be a rebel and I want to fuck shit up, fuck myself up. No, I don't want to do that. You kind of have to get to that point of, I'm going to take care of myself now, and that's going to be the cool thing in my life. The cool thing in my life is going to be giving a fuck rather than not. So you're going to have to, my best advice is, okay, so you want to get clean, you want to get sober, you don't want to use your drug of choice anymore. Let's just say it like that. You don't want to do that. Or let me say it in a way better way. You don't want to use drugs at all anymore. 100% drug free. You don't want, nothing. So you don't want any of that anymore. You have to be, let me do it my way. I had to be 100% okay with letting go of everything and anything that wasn't good for my recovery. So it's going to be hard. There was a lot of times where I cried my fucking eyes out in my room in rehab. You just lay in bed and you just cry, because it's real and it hits you, and there's so many emotions that come along with it, and you're not masking your emotions with drugs anymore. You're not just throwing drugs at it to make it all better, even though it doesn't make it all better, it makes it all worse. So so you have to be okay with letting go. You're gonna let go of a lot of people, a lot of things, a lot of just, you're gonna come back to yourself. I guess that's the best way I can describe it. You're gonna come back to yourself. You're gonna get to know yourself, your feelings, and everything that comes along with yourself. You're gonna have to tell people no. You're gonna have to, sorry, I can't do this. Family. You're gonna have to tell some of your family members, some of, people that you just really love, that you consider family. You're gonna have to let some of those people go even, and that's the hard shit you're gonna have to do for yourself, because if other people are using, especially in your first few months and everything of recovery, you're not going to be strong enough right then and there. And really, it's not about them, it's about you. So you have to focus on yourself and what's good for you. So embrace letting go of people, because when you let go of people, there's other people that can come into your life. So you let go when you get back, right? So you gotta be okay with that. So yeah, like, how did I recover? How did I whatever? Like, I'm still on my journey, you guys. My drug of choice is alcohol. That was my baby. Like, there was a point in my time where I loved alcohol. I loved her so much because I gave her a face almost. Like, I gave her emotions. I gave alcohol this thing, when you're all fucked up and you're like, I don't have any friends, but I have you. I have you. And you're like talking to your bottle, or you're talking to your drug of choice. Like, you'll never let me down. It's like, you're the reason why I'm down. It's, this fucked up way of thinking. So, yeah, just get some good support in your life. When I first recovered, I had my mom, which is weird because me and my mom aren't that close, but just having those sober and clean people, however you want to word it, just having those supporters that are in your life that don't use, because my mom doesn't use. Sometimes she will, but when I first started, like, my family was so happy. I went to rehab and I got help finally, because obviously they're sick of my shit. My mom went through a lot of shit because my mom was actively in my day-to-day life. So she's seen a lot and been through a lot. So yeah, my poor mom. Oh my God. But hang out with people that are super cool with you not using anymore. And they want to hang out with you, and they want to hang out with you when they're not using. That's another important thing. Like, you can have friends that are like, yeah, man, that's so cool. But, like, you know, they hang out with you and they're getting fucked up. Like, you can't do that, especially when you're newly in your recovery. Like, I couldn't do that personally, and I think it is really hard for other people too, so I'm just going to say that. But really, the main thing in all of this is you get to this point of like, I actually want it now, like completely want it. And it's not just talking about it, it's actively, physically doing it and making all the choices you have to make to make it happen. So you guys, like, if you want it, choose recovery every day. Choose to not use every day. Choose to wake up. And eventually you won't even really, it's just something that happens. You don't really need to think about it, but okay, let's give you an example here. Like, some of your friends will be like, okay, do you want to hang out on the lounge side of the bar, or do you want to hang out on the family side of the restaurant? Sorry. So instead of choosing to go hang out in like the lounge side of the restaurant, go and hang out on the family side, you know, and just making those choices, it'll feel better. It'll feel kind of weird at first, like, because you're of age, so even, or if you're not of age, but like if you are of age, it's kind of like, I used to hang out with the big kids, but now I'm not. But like, you gotta do those little things for yourself, you know? And it's okay, you know, it's okay to not be able to be around that shit for a while. Or if your friend messages you and it's one of your friends that uses, friend, family member, whatever, and they're like, hey, come over. Don't be afraid to ask them, like, what are you guys up to over there? Because if you walk into a fucking shitstorm, like, it might even happen. You won't even know it. Like, sometimes it just happens. But you might walk into everyone using and everyone getting fucked up, and you just gotta leave. And it's okay to leave, man. It is okay to leave. I've done that so many times where I've even went out with my friends dancing, and I had to just randomly, out of nowhere, just leave and go home because I couldn't be around it anymore. Like, I can go out and I can enjoy a night out with my friends while they're drinking and stuff, but it gets to that point, and there's that point where you just can't connect with them anymore because they're so in their own little world. They're escaping reality, and it gets to that point where you just can't connect anymore, you know? It's like, that's how it is for me. It gets to that point where, okay, I'm not on your level. I don't want to pretend to fucking be there, and I gotta go, man. I gotta go. Like, I can't do this shit. You know, I can't do this. So, yeah. Be prepared to let go of a lot, but don't see it as a negative thing. See it as a positive, because you're going to gain a lot too. You're going to gain yourself back. You're going to gain your mind back. You're going to gain a lot of shit back. You're still going to be yourself. You're in your core. You're still going to be like, for me, I'm still a weirdo. I'm still a little geeky, nerdy, fucking potty mouth. Like, yeah. So I'm still me. My personality is still there, but it's not full on, let's just say fucking idiot. I'm not a full-on fucking idiot, for lack of better terms. Like, I'm not making those dumb choices of, if I really feel like I don't want to go out and I don't want to be around friends, I'm not going to just go just to make them happy. It's about me now. So I say no. In the beginning, I said no so much. Like, now, I barely go out at all. And I'm 100% okay with that. I am so fine with that. Like, I work during the week, but my shifts are all over. So I work a good chunk of the week here, and on my days off, I don't reward myself with going out, getting fucked up. Like, I'm tired already. So if I feel like I want to go out and do something and I'm not tired, go to the gym or something, you know, reward yourself in a better way rather than going out when you're already tired and making yourself more tired. Like, that's another thing. It's like, learn to love yourself and give yourself the time to rest when you need it too, you guys. Like, for me before, it's like the weekend comes and it's party mode. The weekend comes and it's love yourself mode. Like, that's how it is for me now. It's like, I don't need to go out and reward myself with getting fucked up anymore, because it feels a hell of a lot better to either go to the gym or stay at home and rest and eat some awesome food, you know, and just self-love. Get more in touch with that. It's not lame. It's not lame, because when you're doing it, it feels pretty fucking cool and awesome. Like, change the way you see the world almost. Change the way you see cool and awesome. Change it up. Different, you know, people see different things different ways. One person can hear the word sober and see it in a different way. So there's different ways to view things. You see the word cool, or you hear the word cool, and you got a new way to see that word now. You got a new way to see the meaning for that, you know? So, fuck yeah, guys. Like, recovery is awesome. There's going to be bumps along the way, and that's okay too. That's part of the journey. So, do what works for you. Just always think about, is this good for my recovery? Does this feel really good? Really dig deep and be like, is this a good choice for me, you know? So, I hope some of my advice helped you guys out here. I just kind of woke up with that question of, how did you recover? And for me, there's a lot of things that added up to that. And I'm still doing it. You're not just not doing it one day. You're still making those choices, whether you think of it or not. You're still making those choices to not use, you know? So yeah, 100% drug free. I am all about that now. March of 2017, sorry guys, I just woke up. I'm still trying to word here. I'm trying to do some words. 2017, I made that conscious, beautiful, amazing choice of, I am now calling myself an addict. And hello, my name's Jenny. I'm an addict. And I'm now going to call myself drug-free. I'm not going to say, you know, I guess I am an alcoholic. I can say that because my drug of choice is that, but I prefer the term drug-free because it's a more broad spectrum. There's, you know, there's a lot more to it. It's not just like, hey, I don't drink, but sometimes I do marijuana or snort cocaine. Like, no, that's not acceptable for me anymore. Like that thinking, I'm 100% baby. I'm all in it. Like, I don't want to use. I don't want to have a hoot. I don't want to anything. So yeah, it feels really good. I feel really good to come to that, and joining that NA group on Facebook really made me like, fuck yeah, I'm 100%, you know, like my mind is 100%, and I am physically 100% too. Like, I'm not, you know, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go, and I just really wanted to share some of this with you because for the longest time, I was only introduced to AA. So I learned the difference between AA and NA. And for me, these are some of my feelings about it. I'm just going to quickly, some of my feelings. AA is really, it's called Alcoholics Anonymous. So it's really all about the alcohol. So sometimes you forget, like, you know, to think about not using those other drugs, right? Like, it's almost an excuse. I feel like it's like an excuse. Some people say that, oh, I'm an alcoholic, I'm AA, so I use other drugs, you know, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, now I think about it, and it's, yeah, that was really kind of the mindset. It's like, as long as you're not using alcohol, it's okay, but no. Now, for me, this is me talking to myself. So yeah, guys, just, if you're looking at a new way to kind of see something, join an NA group. Just, you know, you don't have to like go to meetings or anything. You just kind of just think about being 100% drug free, because for me, even just having the thought of it, it's really made some good feelings come out. So yeah, have a great day, guys. And recovery. never stops. So choose recovery. I'm gonna do this to myself. Choose recovery every day. Okay, I will. Fuck. I will, because I love it. Anyways, gonna put my retainers back in. And I'm gonna go make some tea. Y'all, stay clean, stay sober. I don't have to tell you to stay beautiful, because you already are. So, peace.